Comes to Daisy Cooper, the Deputy Leader of the Liberal Democrats.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr Speaker. May I associate myself and the Liberal Democrats with the Deputy Prime Minister's remarks on Ukraine?
Here's a chance to hear Liberal Democrat Deputy Leader Daisy Cooper and her levelled and calm approach to PMQs. A far cry from this.
Isn't it the truth, Mr Speaker, that if you don't vote Labour, they don't care about you?
Ahead of the budget, I warned the Deputy Prime Minister that increasing national insurance contributions on social care providers would make the crisis in social care worse. Now, OBR figures suggest that the increase in NICs will cost more to social care providers than the money that the government has announced for that sector in the budget, meaning that that measure alone could withdraw £200 million out of the sector. Will the Deputy Prime Minister speak with the Chancellor to make sure that, at the very least, health and care providers are protected from taking the hit?
Well, I thank the honourable member for that question, and the Chancellor is sat near me, and I know that through those discussions that we had, that we wanted to ensure that we protected social care. That's why we confirmed £600 million of new grant funding for social care next year, Mr Speaker, an uplift to local government spending and an £86 million increase to the Disabled Facilities Grant. Our Employment Rights Bill will help deliver the first ever fair pay agreement for social care sector as well, and we'll also make sure that the NHS is funded to help with the social care situation as well.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's clear that the social care providers will be worse off, so I do urge the Deputy Prime Minister and the Chancellor to look again at that. Somebody else who was very worried about the budget is Cathy. Cathy is a farmer in my constituency of St Albans, and she told me yesterday that she thinks the government changes simply do not make sense. The changes mean that her family may have to pay a bill which will force them to sell land, which makes food production unviable. At the same time, the government has not closed the land buying tax loophole that can be exploited by equity firms and the super wealthy. Farmers told me yesterday that they feel like they were betrayed by the Conservatives, and they now feel they were betrayed by the Conservatives. Thank you, Mr Speaker. Farmers told me yesterday that they feel as though they had been betrayed by the Conservatives, but they now feel like they have also been lied to by Labour. Will the Deputy Prime Minister think again on this measure so that our farmers can feed Britain?
Well, again, Mr Speaker, I'm sorry to hear that Cathy is distressed by what I would say is scaremongering around what the Labour Party is doing. The budget delivered £5 billion for farming over the next 2 years, a record amount. The last government failed to spend £300 million on farmers, and our plan is sensible, fair and proportionate and protects the smaller estates while fixing public services that they rely on.
Alex Baker.
Click here for more Shouty McShoutface Tory MP Alex Burghart.